Alright, what is up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jayce. If you're new here, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. It really helps. So today's video is going to be about whether or not you want to change your name or not. And if you decide to change your name, how do you go about choosing a name? And yeah, alright, let's get into it. Alright, so choosing a name is like a huge step. You want to make sure that you have a name that feels right for you, that feels comfortable. I think a lot of people, and I personally had this question because I think there's this kind of almost obligation that if you're trans or if you identify as non-binary or gender non-conforming, that you have to like change your name to a name that maybe is more in line with the, I don't know, I feel like there's just this expectation to change your name. I personally don't think you have to change your name. If you like your name, whether it's feminine or masculine or whatever, if you like the name that you were given at birth, I think you should definitely keep it. I think it's something that you should sit with and make sure that if you do change your name, that it's something that you like and that it's your decision and that, yeah. A list of names that I felt were like possible names. So the first thing I did was actually I went online and I went to like those like baby lists and I went through like the baby boy names list and picked out all the names that I thought I personally liked for myself and wrote those down. Also, another way to choose a name is, I know this is kind of cliche, but if you have any like people that you look up to, whether that's like a friend or a family member, even not like a celebrity, but maybe somebody in like your community that you look up to is another choice in terms of choosing a name for yourself. And the last way that I feel like is a really cool way to come up with a name for yourself is to actually include your family or friends with it, like in the process. So have them either choose a name for you, which is really cool because sometimes it's like when you're born, sometimes like because of, the parents don't necessarily know the gender of the baby, they come up with two names. Like if it's a boy, we're gonna name this child this. If it's a girl, we're gonna name it this. So sometimes you can actually go and just like ask your parents and say, hey, if I would have been this gender at birth, what would you have named me? And so sometimes that's cool to just actually have your parents just kind of like rename you. So yeah, that's another way that you can go about figuring out what name you want to go by. But yeah, just in the end, make sure that it's a name that you feel works for you, that is comfortable, that you like, and just like I said in the last video, make sure you actually like the name before you go and change it legally if you plan on doing so, just because if you don't like the name and you end up changing it legally, you're gonna have to change it back and go through the whole process, which is not the end of the world, but it's definitely an extra hassle. So anyways, that's pretty much it. Just to wrap everything up, you definitely don't have to choose a name or change your name. You definitely don't have to change your name if you don't want to. If you do, make sure you take your time and make sure it's a good fit for you. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Alright, so the end of the last video cut off. So next week's video is going to be about the process of changing your name within the court system, if that's something that you are interested in. Yeah, I'm going to be making a video on that, so keep an eye out for that. And yes, I am in my bathroom, and my mustache is gone. Scary stuff. Anyways, guys, I will catch you guys next week. All right, peace.